Well, hello there. Welcome to another Gypsy Road breaking news. This is a celebration. We celebrate all communities, all in one. I'm going to show you clips from the Bigfoot, UFO, Paranormal, Matrix, and even a Mandela effect. So first of all, thank you for being here. And if you haven't been here before, what we do is we show different clips. I tell you what I think. You put in the chat or the comments what you think. This is a chance for all of us to get together from different communities, all in one. Shake hands, share information. This is what this channel is about. So if you haven't been here before, well, thank you for showing up now and welcome to the family. Now, exciting videos here. We got the first one. When we go into the Bigfoot, why does Dogman like to scare humans? Why does Dogman want to scare humans? I want to check that out. And then, Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. Apparently, there's a Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. What's that about? I don't know. We're going to check it out. And then, we're going to jump over to the UFO. What does it say? Global intelligence covering up extraterrestrial life on Earth. Our government will cover up things. No, not our government. There's no reason to cover it up. We're big boys. We got big boy diapers. We can handle the truth. Or can we handle the truth? Well, we're going to check out that video. And then UFO sighting footage happened in 2021. Well, wow. We're going to check that out. We're going to see if it's real or not. And then we're going to look at different clips in the paranormal. One's called like the creepy hallway girl. And there's like 4 other clips. I'm going to put it all together. We're going to take a look at all the clips. And then we're going to make our own judgment. And then we're going to jump over to the Matrix. Are we living in a simulation? Storytrender, the strangest natural wonders. A Matrix out in the natural wonders. Is this proof enough that we're in a simulation? Well, we'll see if this is the one that convinces us. And then for the Mandela effect today, we're going to talk about peanut butter. Jif or Jiffy? What do you remember? Man, I'm kind of hungry for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich now, just talking about that. So guys, strap on. Get some popcorn, get some coffee, because guys, we're going to move right on over to the Bigfoot. Perfect. You guys saw the little intro and you're staying. That's awesome. I love that intro. I love when that Bigfoot just pushed that guy on the 4-wheeler. I just love it. I just love it. Well, guys, we're going to start off. This is from Journey to the Other Side channel. And he has a video called Why Does Dogman Like to Scare Humans? It's a 3-minute, 13 videos. Now remember, all these videos has a direct description. Right in the description. Direct links. So if you want to see these videos again on your own, there they are, description. I have it for you. Well, guys, let's just jump right into it. Let's check this out. Here we go.
I don't think finding someone scared of werewolves is exactly what anyone would call a Herculean task. Their real-world counterpart, known as the Dogman, doesn't seem to be any different. Spend enough time in the world of cryptozoology, and you'll notice a marked difference between someone who's had a Bigfoot encounter and someone who's had a Dogman encounter. With exceptions, Bigfoot encounters often get described as the ultimate big fish story that no one will ever believe, while Dogman encounters leave lifelong outdoorsmen and women afraid to even enter the woods at all. This is owed to a few factors. Most people have some form of context for seeing a Bigfoot. Even if they were previously skeptics, they are aware that there are people who believe in the American ape man and have more than once considered that they may be correct in that belief. Well, Dogmans are thought to be reserved for being seen on the big screen. Dogman has a generally more menacing appearance than Bigfoot and does seem bolder than Sasquatch in how close they're willing to get to humans. But I think there's one major reason for this. Dogman seems to like scaring humans. Those unlucky enough to encounter the living lycanthrope report them seemingly grinning menacingly, likely baring teeth as a warning, tapping their claws on windows in the middle of the night. This has been theorized as either a way of luring people outside or to show them that the Dogman can enter their home whenever it wants. Glass isn't going to stop it. Leaving prey out where they know it will be found, leaving claw marks high up on trees and chasing after people just to give up whenever they seemingly get bored. To anyone who's had a Dogman encounter and is watching this, if you had to run from the Dogman, it let you go. These things can keep up with cars going 60 on the highway. If you legitimately outran one, go scoop up some hardware at the Olympics. The question is, why does Dogman do all this? Well, there are a couple possibilities. One is that what we consider attempts to scare might actually just be these creatures being territorial. Most animals don't want other people encroaching on their land. Dogman is one of the few species with the capability to actually do something about it. Well, I do believe that Dogman has hunted the most dangerous game before. Unfortunately, only he could tell us about the successful outings. I think it realizes that there's danger in doing so. Dogman is over 7 feet tall with claws and fangs, but humans have every weapon under the sun. If we really go to war with them tomorrow, well, we really will be home by Christmas. Alternatively, there is evidence that these things are more than just flesh and blood creatures. They could in some way feed off of humans' fear. This would explain a lot of the behavior. The humans that Dogman has caused to disappear could likely be owed to them being viewed as threats. If these are more spiritual creatures, in some way they derive nourishment from scaring us. They're not meant to live off bread alone either. Of course, it's entirely possible that Dogman's just trying to be friendly and we're really taking it the wrong way. Why do you think Dogman tries to scare humans? Let me know in the comment section below.
That's a good question. Why would Dogman want to scare humans? Listen, it's hard, if I went out to the woods and I saw this creature, I don't know, in my mind, I'm going to think, is it a Dogman, is it a Bigfoot, or is it a skunk ape? I'm probably going to shit my pants, and I'm probably going to run with a big load in my pants. I mean, I'm just being honest here. I'm just being honest. Now, like you said, you're territorial, right? You're territorial of your house. You would do anything to protect your house. Dogman or Bigfoot, especially if they have kids, they're going to protect their area. That's a fact. And it's a good question, right? Like I said, if I run into one of these creatures, I'm not going to be able to tell you. Somebody goes, well, Eric, is it more of a Bigfoot, Dogman? I don't know, man. Had fucking hair. It was scary. Had teeth. It could all just be a Bigfoot. And, there's different races of a human being. We got the white Caucasians. You got the Black Americans. You got Chinese, Japanese. We all believe the same. We might have a little different. So, at the end of the day, they're all Bigfoots. Some are probably more creature-like, but I'm not an expert, and nobody's an expert. I don't care who you are. Nobody's an expert. Unless you have one in your backyard hanging out with you, you're not an expert. We're just making theories and suggestions what they are and working out the folklore stories that we have seen and evidence that has been given out. That's why we look at evidence, because we can't even say that every evidence that's out there that's even true. And I can see Dogman creatures playing with humans and all that, scaring humans and all that. Maybe the Dogmans are like the soldiers for the Bigfoots, maybe they are. Maybe the Bigfoot actually have soldiers and they're the Dogman to really protect their territory. I don't know. I'm just saying. What do you think? I'd like to know what you guys think. So guys, we're going to move on over. Now, this is a 2-minute video. Apparently, it's from Bigfoot, Cryptids, and Aliens. Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. Well, let's take a look. I like the writing in the video saying, you know, they know we're here. That's cool. You know, it's hard for me to say if I think that's a true Bigfoot in the background, because I don't even know where the source of this clip came from. Who's the original person that uploaded? Are they fucking around? Do they have somebody out there, you know? And that's why I'm here. That's why we're doing this. So, is there somebody in the chat? Somebody in the comments? Put down there. If you know where the source is, and if you feel that this is some really good footage, please let everybody know. This is why we're here. We're trying to learn. This is not enough for me to think that this is 100% authentic. I'm not saying it's not. You know, but a lot of stories that I've heard, like Bigfoot know that you're there. It's almost like, but I mean, maybe you caught him off guard. Maybe he was taking a shit back there and he didn't realize there's a human, and you just caught him taking a shit and he got up. And that can make sense, because otherwise they know when we're there. Or maybe they wanted to be seen. But if I'm going to guess, if that's a Bigfoot, he's probably taking a shit. And then he was startled that somebody there, because I don't think a Bigfoot's going to jump out that, you know, that open for you. But you never know. You never know. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. Now, guys, let me tell you something. I've been seeing this a lot in the Bigfoot community in the last 3-4 weeks. I have seen people jump on different channels and watching basically the same person telling the exact same story about their first encounter. And that's fine and dandy. That's great. I love hearing people's first encounters if you never heard it before. But make sure you keep your mind open to everybody else who talks about encounters and all that. Don't make sure you're not closed-minded just to certain people. Hear everything. You know, I had a guy just on my live channel called Kyle Brinks who lives in Japan. He's been studying Japan Bigfoot. I noticed a lot of people that I know didn't watch it live because they just, I guess they don't care about the Japan Bigfoot. If you're really into the Bigfoot community, you should want to learn much as you can from different people, so you put the pieces together. I'm not saying every person's real. I'm not. But listen to different people, get a variety, listen to different information, because that's the only way you're going to make a good decision for yourself, if you're going to believe in something or not. Don't be closed-minded to, in society we get used to certain people. It's like you get used to certain bands. You don't want to hear anything else. Keep in mind, listen, you might like something else. Or, you know, you might learn about something else. You know, when there's different books on like bands, whatever. I like reading different books because you get different points of views and you get different ideas and you get to learn more. All communities, you need to start doing that. Open your minds, start listening to everybody else. Just don't stick with the same people, because otherwise you're not doing anybody any favors. We're here to learn, bring information to the masses. So beyond that, guys, you know what? Let's jump into the UFOs. All right. I'm so glad you guys are still here. That's awesome. You know, you watch Bigfoot, you didn't run away. You didn't get scared and say, this guy's nuts. This guy's just trying to be an Art Bell. Hey, listen, I'm not saying Art Bell knows everything or not, but hey, even his stories had to come from somewhere. So every story comes from somewhere, unless somebody just sits in the back room and writes everything fake. And there are people like that, but not my channel. Hell no. We want the truth. This one's called Ufologist Claims Global Intelligence Covering Up Extraterrestrial Life on Earth for Decades. Well, let's see what this video is talking about. Let's see. Let's press play. Here we go.
A transnational intelligence conspiracy has been keeping the public in the dark over extraterrestrial visits for decades. An ufologist told RT, claiming that 43% of Americans believe in contacts with non-human civilizations. No matter how divided the nations may be in politics, there is a thing that makes the government stick together: covering up existing contacts with the aliens. At least that's according to Stephen Greer, director of the Center for the Study of Extraterrestrial Intelligence and the Disclosure Project, who spoke with RT's Sophie Co. show. The retired traumatologist who has been looking for non-human presence on Earth for almost 30 years claims that he has documents to show that the Soviet KGB and the US intelligence cooperated on the issue back in the darkest days of the Cold War. Today, data on alien life is allegedly kept by top-secret projects in Canada, UK, Russia, China, with the US being the crown jewel. Greer himself claims to have collected enough testimonies, documents, photos, and even biological specimens to suggest there's incontrovertible evidence of alien life existence. While not disclosing specifics, he mentions apparently peculiar footage apparently handed over by Chilean generals which shows fighter jets chasing a UFO and a similar one from Mexico. Greer believes the alien technologies go beyond the speed of light, but they won't hurt humans until they bring weapons of mass destruction into space. While 43% of Americans believe in contacts with non-human creatures, the CIA is spreading disinformation to mislead the public, the UFO enthusiast goes on to say. He adds that the governments won't reveal the truth because it will disrupt the current macroeconomic petrodollar system. Modern science seems to agree that there are no confirmed traces of alien presence on Earth, and every study of bodies that may have carried extraterrestrial life like meteorites found buried in Antarctic ice receives keen interest from the media. This is usually linked to the theory of panspermia that life on Earth may have been seeded from space. But Greer insists that whole civilizations and species of extraterrestrial beings from different star systems have already been documented in secret. The reason this is not out in the open, he suggests, is because of far-going implications of confirming the existence of the cross-dimensional technologies that they possess. Whether it's true or not, the US government seems to have put out feelers for aliens. It recently emerged that in 2007 to 2012, the Pentagon spent a hefty $22 million on a secretive program to study UFOs. Researchers who haven't found evidence of aliens on Earth are not giving up either, as they look for new ways to tackle the issue. In late 2018, a NASA scientist suggested that there is a need to rethink the quest for evidence of extraterrestrial civilizations as life may have visited Earth in forms beyond our comprehension.
So our government is hiding stuff from us. Of course they are. Of course they are. Of course they're hiding stuff from us. We're never going to know the truth of something at 100%. You know, they might shoot a little information here and there in different kind of places to throw us off, you know, throw a little bone. But they're never going to tell us the full truth. You know, I do believe we've been visited. I do. That's not, you know, that's not a debate. I do. Now, is it enough where the government knows about it? Could be. And we're never going to know. And one part they say is because, you know, people, the average person can't handle the truth. Let's be honest. Be honest. Ask yourself. The average person can't handle the truth, and the average person looks for any excuse to disrupt the normal way of life. Anything. Conspiracy people, you know, people don't even want to work. They will use it to continue not working. I mean, that's just a fact. That's not something I'm making up. You know, the average person cannot handle the truth. So, should the government hide stuff from us? You know, it depends on what it is, right? What it is. And first of all, I always hate these reports, right? 43% of people believe this, or 80%, or whatever it is. Because every time they say this, I'm like, well, I've never been asked. I never been asked one or the other way. Everybody I know never been asked. So who's being asked these questions? Are only the elite people who's living on this planet are being asked? Because everybody I know have never been asked to take a survey or anything like this. And when they tell you like 43% of the people, well, who are those people? Are their names? Did you get these people when they're registering to vote? When does this come out? Or do you just go to one college and, well, this college represents, well, not everybody goes to college. So that doesn't represent everybody. So it's so strange, right? And how these reports even come about, these percentages. And it's almost like, if you can't believe the percentages and then whatever you're going to hear is going to say. Just so what I'm saying is, if you're going to find out the truth, it's going to come from people like ourselves. People, you know, so these people are on social media, whatever, the researchers, the blue collar people are the people we're going to learn the truth from. You're not going to learn the truth from the government. They're not going to tell you, you know. And, well, they gave $22 million to the UFO department. Oh, they got friends they want to pay off, you know. Say, hey, we'll say, we're going to give you money, but we're going to put it like you're in the UFO department, and we're going to put the funds there, and you can just use the funds whatever you want. And, you know, just put a little thing here and there about a UFO study and all that. You know, hire that singer from Angels and Air Wings guy, whatever, and, you know, we'll make it look like we're really doing this, but most of the money is for your own pockets. Come on, that's the truth. So don't believe everything that you hear. Find the people yourself, the blue collar, true researchers of the world. Find them. They're there. Do your research. You know, all because somebody used to work for the government, and they, you know, they try to cover the face up. Listen, if you know some classified information the government don't want you to know, you're not going to get it out. I'm sorry, they're going to stop it. Well, guys, let's move on over to ARV UFO sighting footage, 2021. It's only a minute and 38 seconds. Let's take a look. What do you guys think? Looks like a fucking hat. One of those hats somebody wears in a garden or whatever. Paint it up, put a little fog. Come on. Come on. That's a good hoax. That's a good one. I mean, you know, they could have used a little more originality on the UFO ship. I don't know, at least put some lights. You know, because, you know, hey, when we drive in the fog, you got to have your lights on. Unless these aliens got magical UFO type eyes where they can look through the fog, you know, put some lights on it. At least, you know, give it a little flavor. Because it looks like too much of a hat. To me, it looks like a hat. What do you guys think? You guys think that's real? I think that's false. I think that's fake. That's just somebody took a little hat or a hut calf, whatever. That's not a real picture. And put a little fog in there because look behind. It's like behind the trees. There's a lot of fog, but and then the trees look too clear for me. Too clear, and then you got a fog. So this footage is way messed with. So, well, guys, let's move on over to the paranormal. Well, all right, guys. This is like unexplained top 6 real disturbing ghosts caught on tape. So, let's just look at these clips and we'll talk about all these little clips. You know, the whole video is 5 minutes, but I'll shorten it up a little bit so we get a little faster. The first one they're gonna show is the creepy hallway girl. Let's check out the creepy hallway girl. Is that a little sexist now to say creepy hallway girl? Could they make it a man or something? Because I'm sure the Me Too movement is not gonna like this. I'm just saying. Here we go.
Right, so here we have the living room area. Sofa, it's quite small. Kitchen. Hallway where most of the stuff happens. I'll turn on the lights dark. Do you remember the camcorder I had that had night vision? That was fucking epic.
Alright, you go first.
Okay. You know, the kitchen ghost. I wish I had a ghost in the kitchen that makes food and stuff. That would be awesome, right? That'd be awesome. The kitchen ghost one, the shadow looks too fake. It really does. The shadow of that one looks too fake. The door shutting is pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know, I'm not on wherever that is. You know, I don't know if there's a draft there or not. So I can't, you know. But I kind of like the door shutting. The first one, with the camera, the ghost, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Don't know if that's real or not. I'm not gonna sit here and say it is. The one with the kids like scared, attacked in the woods. That's a setup. You can tell that's a setup. That's fake. You know, there's you know, I would think the camera still be on with more footage, people running and stuff. Like what the fuck is that? Whatever. Yeah, so I'm not too sure about that one. But there's some good ones there and all that. You know, I don't know which one's real or not. But like I said, the kitchen girl, that's totally fake. The one Attack in the Woods, that's a setup. That's a big setup. The door, pretty cool. I like that. The guy on the computer with the shadow thing, you know. The shadow didn't even seem like it was moving. I'm just gonna say it's some kind of a shadow. I'm not gonna say that's anything paranormal because you never know what's way in front of it that could be making that shadow. So I don't know that. So I'm not gonna say that one's real. But I like the very first video and the door, the hallway, all the rest. I think they're probably totally fake. But I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys might know the sources of these videos. You know, change my mind on some of those. Change my mind. Say, Eric, these are all real. This is why. Let us know. We want to know. So beyond that, guys, let's jump on over to the Matrix. All right, we're in the Matrix. Well, if I'm still doing these videos, that means the Matrix is still not throwing me a bone. But beyond that, this is, are we living in a simulation? Storytrender, the strangest natural wonders. Well, let's see if this video clip is 2 minutes, like 46 seconds. Let's see if this is enough to make us believe we're in a simulation. Now, those are always kind of fun, right? Now, the guy playing with that plastic little thing in his hand, I don't know. Probably a sick fucking guy to me right there. But no, but it's kind of cool. You know, we all know that all that is fake as shit. but they're fun, right? That's good. That's good, like special effects. You know, some of these movies that they make, the special effects are so bad. And here you are watching like a 2-minute, 3-minute clip. Like they make that shit looks good. You know, it's like why do regular people can make that shit look good? But some of these major movies that put millions of dollars and that shit looks so CGI fake. And these people are making this shit look good. You know, maybe they need to start hiring for some blue collar people to do these CGI effects for movies. But those are always fun. None of those clips are going to prove to me that we're living in a simulation. But I respect the work. I respect what they're doing. But the guy playing with that plastic thing with his hands, he needs to stay away from me. No. That just didn't look right. But beyond that, guys, let's move over to the last thing, okay? Let's move on over to the Mandela effect. All right, welcome to the Mandela effect. You guys got your peanut butter ready for this one? Got your peanut butter? All right. You know, peanut butter, in the paranormal side, they actually use peanut butter to help get the demons. Oh, yeah. Talk to clowns from paranormal clowns. His channel changes, his name is Van Life. I'm sorry, but he uses peanut butter a lot for his research and all that. So well, guys, what do you remember? Jiffy or Jiff? Well, let's check out what this video has to say first, and then we'll talk about Jiff or Jiffy. Well, guys, I really want to know what you think. You know, growing up, we grew up poor. I mean, it's just flat out. We grew up so poor. You know, it was awesome if we got peanut butter. And we always got the cheapest peanut butter that they could bring home. And I cannot remember a Jiffy versus Jeff. I really can't. You know, I remember Skippy's. You know, Jeff, Skippy's, Jiffy. I mean, that's a good connection on where there is a peanut butter called Skippy's. Are we thinking of Jeff is like a Skippy? I mean, it could be. The only thing I remember, like, wow, Reese's peanut butter cups actually now making a peanut butter. You know, that was kind of exciting, time. But honestly, I don't remember a Jeff or a Jiffy. I know there's a peanut butter, but I can't remember what was it called before. So I have no Mandela effect memory of this one at all. I know it's called Jiff. I mean, from the stores, it's called Jiff. But I have no memory of ever being called Jiffy because I didn't really have that kind of peanut butter growing up. It was always the cheap shit. It was always the cheap stores. I think we were able to get Reese's peanut butter cup once in a while. Reese's peanut butter cup. Hey, here's your peanut butter. You're going to use the peanut butter from the Reese's peanut butter cup. Oh, cool. I'll just eat that. But, you know, sometimes dinner was peanut butter and jelly. And whatever kind of peanut butter put on there, hey, it's great. It's great. So, but I'm curious, what do you guys remember on that one? Is it Jiffy? Is it Jeff? Because I just don't know. I have zero memory of what it was when I was a kid. I don't even remember ever buying Jiff or Jiffy from a store. It was always cheap shit. And if we get lucky, I feel happy when my father spent a little extra money and we got Reese's peanut butter. So beyond that, guys, I don't know. So guys, thank you. Whoever stayed to the end, thank you. Keeping your minds open. This is what this community is about. Keeping your mind open. Never have it shut. Listen to everything. Don't be closed-minded. Don't keep listening to the exact same people. Explore. Listen. So if you like this channel, please subscribe. Tell your friends about it because, yes, some people saying, what are you, Art Bell? No, I'm not Art Bell. I'm better than Art Bell. You know, I am way better than Art Bell because I am willing to listen to you. Art Bell just listens to whatever writers give it to him. I'm not saying everything he's saying is false because a lot of his stories do come from somewhere. But if you want to say I'm the new Art Bell, knock yourself out. Thank you guys for being here. Please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. Tell your families. And beyond that, join the Gypsy Road family. And beyond that, I'll see you next time on the Breaking News.